Unknown pilot. R124.9. Unknown pilot. R125.1. R635.2. R123 flat. R121.6. R637.7. R123 flat. R122.3. R648.9. R643. R6149.2. R631.4. R637.1.
Test. Now it's working. Like
R630
flat.
R630.2. R629.4.
Test. Okay, that seems better now. Yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah. 3 Italians. It's such a good sandwich. Was that a car?
Unknown pilot.
Where is Dan?
He's walking back to the bus. In line with the enemies.
R131.4.
Oh, fry. Oh, you want fry too? I got a medium fry.
R124.7.
But you can just get a large in that case.
Alright, I'll get a large.
I'm not gonna eat very many fries though. Oh, get off there. Come on now. Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna get him.
Nice.
R123.5. R123 flat. R122 flat. R122.7. R120.9. R120.2. R120.7.
I'm gonna watch your line actually.
Dude, I didn't even run this track yet.
I know, that's why I'm gonna watch your line.
Unknown pilot.
Low high. There we go.
Alright.
He is, yeah.
Just like that.
Yep, perfect.
R846.1.
I would come in with a little bit less speed into both sections, at least for starting. I try to be on just like half throttle. Yeah. An easy thing to forget.
Oh wait, this one we
You had it right, yeah, down, top down.
R839.4.
When you get it just right, that whole section
Unknown pilot.
of flags and that gate becomes just a straight line almost.
Yeah, alright.
So when you arc around the corner, you really don't want to come out too far, otherwise you want to kind of be aiming for the upper left-hand corner of the gate.
R836 flat.
And you want to be at an angle. It's like banking right in the upper left-hand corner of that gate.
R629 flat.
There's something wrong with that quad, dude.
R817.3. R810 flat.
10 flat. What's going on? You getting double picked up? Oh, okay.
R627.7. R626.6.
Okay, Tell me again what you were saying because I can't fly and talk, especially when that was my first lap.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to.
I know, I was trying to listen to you.
I wasn't trying to get you to talk necessarily. Just
R630.
it'd be easier if I show you. Am I wrong?
Huh?
Oh, it's okay. Battery good. This battery's good. Plug it in. Okay. You watching?
Yeah.
Go slow through this.
Actually, I'm gonna watch.
Unknown pilot.
Yeah.
When I'm coming through this section, like
R630.7.
I'm blowing this corner out a little bit on purpose, so it'll line up better with the flags. You know? So after you do your 180, kind of like loosen up on your stick a little bit and aim for like right there.
Yeah. I see what you're doing.
R143.6.
Ooh.
Look at that. Perfect line.
My tent's okay? Okay, thank you.
R128.6.
Watch out, Daniel.
Keep rocking too.
Fire the Stargate. Oh, yeah. He's got his squad. He's one back.
R123.5.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so can you tell what I'm looking at?
You're kind of looking at the top left corner of that gate.
Okay, so I'm looking at the top left corner, but the gate before that is important too.
R122.2.
Watch kind of where the center of my vision goes here. So do you see what I'm aiming at? It's hard for me to describe. As I'm coming up, I'm looking at this corner.
Yeah.
This corner is what I'm looking at. So I
Yeah.
come up. As soon as I'm there, I'm putting the quad on top of that corner.
Got you.
And then riding the corners.
You don't want to be real tight there. You want
to come out a little bit loose. Just a little bit. That way your quad ends up in the right path. But it's like
R137.4
is all it is, but that's enough.
But that makes a big...
Yeah, it makes a big difference of what you can see and what you can like navigate around.
That's...
R6241.7.
Almost just wanna. It feels to me like I'm blowing the corner out. That's what it feels like on the stick. But huh? So if you go back before those flags, the gate, the H gate across the street, the H and the gate right after. So when you're coming up on that H gate, you want to put your eye on the left-hand corner and let the quad ride that corner. Then the next gate you want to be in the upper left-hand corner. Next gate, and it'll put you straight in line between the two flags. Like you won't have to like almost do any stick input directly. And they're also splayed outwards from that line on purpose. So in the next section, I'll tell you.
R632.6.
Yeah, cool it a little bit coming through here. Okay, so hit that, then put your quad over that corner. Yeah, there you go. And then ride right through the middle. So the next gate by the tree for that, you want to do it for, you want to be a little bit more in the upper left-hand corner of the gate, and it'll line you up way better.
R628.3.
Nice pre-turn though. This is my mental health music.
It's good.
So this is my mental health music. My shit's all fucked up. Oh. Can't get back up. Oh. It flipped. That was one of the coolest features about race flight. Or not race flight, but Flight 1's firmware. You ever fly that? Falco X or whatever? They had a feature built in that it was like an auto turtle mode.
R6106 flat.
The quad would like know what angle it needed to be at, and it would just spin up just the perfect two motors to ride them out just to perfectly flip the quad over, like every time. But Flight 1 ended up like dying. The company did not survive COVID. But it was super cool. It was one of the features that was really helpful in beta flight at some point. But I think people were like smoking motors a lot because they didn't always get it right. Like if you were tangled up, it would just keep trying and then smoke a motor. But now that we have like motor RPM and stuff, like there'd probably be a way to do it where like the quad would know it's tangled, you know? Because if its motor RPM doesn't go high, then it'll know it's tangled up.
R111 flat. R61 O flat.
Those sticks might be a little bit too loose for you, Daniel. Your sticks might be a little bit too loose for you.
R124.5. R122.6.
You're on your electrical page?
R120.7. R120.4.
Yeah, oh man, that was weird.
R125.2. R6220.8.
how weird that quad sounds. Yeah. Got a weird warble to it. And it's not even like the normal warbles are. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That's great.
R626.9.
It sounds super funny. It sounds like. It kind of sounds like. Like a really low frequency oscillation. Like not even a high.
R625.1. R627.1.
There you go. When you get all those gates right in a row, it feels so good.
R644.1.
Yeah, I bought some more at Champs, so I'm good for now. But
R630.6.
yeah, you can do it. You can do it now if you want.
Unknown pilot.
Yeah.
R814.3.
Dang, 14 seconds though. That port might be dead. I don't know if it is.
R814.8. R825. R1427.3. R841.6. R123.2. R120.8. R834.2. R830.4, R139.8, R118.7, R828 flat, R118.7,
Is that working? I think
R835.6,
I like those tracks.
no karate. Change it.
Food's about to pull up.
How do you? Yeah, they set
Gotta
the
really
term.
watch your car.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing about the. But it's so much fun. Like I like having stuff over there,
I know. I love going.
especially when you're like really going fast through there, and it's all just a blur for a second. I love it. It's so much fun. Okay, so let's see. Let's just turn your tune. Let's just go back to default real quick. Or no, let's try Lamone's tune. Ivan. Yeah. You know how much this quad weighs?
Mm-hmm.
You're on 500 hertz RC link.
I'm on D5.
Okay. So let's go 500 hertz race. Generic 500 hertz race. Your ADC filter's off.
It has gain.
Yeah. Okay, I need to go to system settings.
Express LR.
Point up page. Radio setup. Oh,
Really?
the ADC filter. That's what it's called. There it is.
What's that?
That honestly might have been your problem on karate as well.
What's that?
So radios come with I don't remember what it stands for, but it's a filter that just like takes a little bit of twitch out of your sticks. The Betaflight has that built in too now. And when you go to move your sticks and then this filters it, and then it filters it again. Sometimes the two filters. Thank you. Sometimes the two filters can be weird and just cause strange issues. But I would still say try it with this tuna first, with that off, and then if you like it, switch back to like if this flies good and you don't want to change it, don't change it. But if it still flies a little weird and you want to try karate again, I bet karate will work better now. Because that ADC filter, it comes on stock on all the radios because it used to not be a thing. That Betaflight had, it did help a lot. Like how much did it come out in Betaflight, but they added it to making Betaflight. Quad handles it so much better on the radio rather than.
I've got a Spec 7 Mandatory.
Yeah, I'll try it.
My radio.
Okay.
Got it. On my radio. Debating on whether or not to sell my other transmitter and goggles or keep them. I mean, that's a fucking setup. Yeah. I mean, you can sell them now before. Well, I don't know. They're great for kids. So, if your kids get into it,
Not always get from awesome.
yeah, it won't be as good, but yeah, I won't be able to do the 90.
Even if they won't be able to use 90, it'll be good for like ride along.
Yeah.
Like it'll just have many.
Well, I don't think you can see through the camera on 90 feet. So. It's not running 90 at all.
I think they fixed it. There's a bit of. There were people talking about it. It may have been a beta thing. They're talking about that update.
They talk about the FOV?
No, everyone's focused on.
I think they'll eventually.
Carl was there.
Yeah, I saw it. You have a good time, man?
Wish I'd got there.
Yeah, I saw it, dude. Man, you came back fucking smoking, though.
I really thought I was gonna have like a sweet comeback story at the end of it, but like coming off like it, I was getting nervous. I was like, each boosters bracket race was like ramping up in difficulty.
Yeah.
And there was a couple other people that were pretty fast. They got kicked out early too. So then I was sitting down in boosters brackets with like fast guys. Yeah, it was nerve wracking. It was a good time though. I know. So good.
I'm glad you got to meet him.
Oh yeah, he's cool there. I totally did the thing where I thought he was talking about the other tilted I met him. Because he was like, oh, you thought it was tilted, right? It's like, it's the other tilted. Like, right away, I was like, no, it's the other one. He was like, no. Like, Kentucky. I was like, oh. I was like, I'm so used to people saying tilted and the other one that I just default.
What? I didn't do that, man. No, you're. Yep. Oh, no. That's what you're doing. That's fine. What's the point you do? Okay.
Laying down Saturday for the boys.
Yeah.
So while we were talking about while we were setting up, you should try it. Or at my in-laws' farm, do a wolf ring. And on that same, also bought like PVC for next season. Do it either in Kwanzaa barn or whatever. Have all the PVC next season. Close to the end of this season. Got all our 5-inch PVC gates out. All fresh, new, everything the same. And then it's set for the
A lot of them have something.
I think we should do what the indie guys were doing. They had the all one inch, all cheese on the all thing.
Some of their retard like
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. Someone must have a welder.
just needed to I well.
Oh, cool. Never once. Well, I have welded, but not professionally. Indie smash you. Now the closest thing
I'm
to a
glad I didn't.
fire.
There's a lot of people that went to college.
Oh.
No experience. I have to have all that debt to start off with.
Yeah. That's why the military, I think, is pretty good.
Definitely for you.
Because, like, my school is almost entirely free.
I need to find a practice. I have all these. I got one.
So there's quite a few people that were, like, struggling with R38s on that other track. Just because, like, the batteries were cooking faster. Yeah, the R36 was kind of the name of the game. That wide open track. It slowed you down just a little bit. Because there wasn't a whole lot of sections. It was more like a big, flowy.
It was so slow.
Yeah, it was a really,
On the same.
a really.
I like it. And the night with all the LED lights.
Yeah.
Evan Turner wasn't there?
No.
Where was he?
It was at, I was talking to Kevin and Dad. Yeah. Last minute. Got a pretty big job.
For him, that must be pretty.
Well, he's doing like Hollywood movies. Trains spec ops team.
What?
Well, yeah. Good shield.
That's,
I mean, the Air Force has like that whole contract with you.
oh shit.
Where he met some like met some people in the military.
Imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
That
trying
would be,
to train SEAL.
that would be awesome. And I'm sure he's getting paid shit.
Oh, for sure. Evan Turner.
Your what? Phone? Your phone is right there, Bob. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're like me, I have two phones.
Yeah, truck.
Is your finger on?
how much extra spot.
Yeah, that sounds good. And you were saying you didn't want none.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would cover without goggles on.
I'm sure, baby.
The launch stands.
Yes. Well, and the thing is, so I commented, but why go do an angle? Multi-GP changed the fucking rules. So
That was
I'm
new
thinking
for
about,
us, champs.
I'm thinking about getting
Oh,
one of those launch
so
things.
Free is the one that made them. The new ones. He designed them and cut them, or had them cut. That's like a model. And he was talking about maybe selling, like having as an official multi-GP, selling or possibly giving away the chain, like tier 1. Like once you get tier 1, they give you the launch stands. And he was also talking about miniaturizing them, so you can just get like tiny aluminum ones. And we were talking about how to flat pack. So me and him were talking about how to redesign them so they can be flat packed and shipped, and then bolted instead of welded, so they can like really drop the price. If they're not powder coated, if they're not welded, like they would be super cheap. So, or they can make a little profit margin on them. Either way, whichever way MultiGP wants to run it. But I also know the guy that designed them, so we can just get them. He can either give me the files or he can give them to me.
Yeah, dude. Give my number.
He hasn't answered. Like I said, I was talking about it there. I was like, man, like you never answer your phone. He's like, I sometimes just throw it in the drawer, like leave it there. Like that's awesome. Yeah, but you know, sometimes like some people.
Eventually.
That's why he said he does it. He said it gets too distracted when he has his phone on him. Like I totally understand that. But like when he's just doing design work, just be doing that. So yeah, if he has his phone on him, he said get too distracted too. And like, or other people will contact him and he'll start getting into a project, which is exactly how I am too. So I totally understand. Like as soon as someone messages me on my phone buzzes in my pocket, I'm like, fuck! Like suddenly becomes my entire focus.
Yeah. Well, that's why I've got mine on vibrate. If I feel it cool, I'll pick it up. If not, I'm fine. But if I have something where I can hear it, I need to do what I do. I have to check.
Yep. The exact same way. So I totally understand his perspective. I just also wish there was a way to like get a hold of him.
Yeah. But oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I may have cheated. I said throw the bird.
Oh, you're the one that said it?
Yeah, and everybody was saying it.
I heard him say it. Scully said it, and I was like, yeah. Yep. And immediately get mid-aired.
And then he said, it looks like Birdie has
Felt the burn. I was like, oh, thanks, Scully.
And my wife was, oops. Oops, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't think, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think he'd take that comment out.
Yeah, Scully sure did.
Whoops, sorry, dude.
It's fine.
I was hiding for you, man.
Yeah,
I was
excited for it.
I saw you qualify number 2. I was like, oh shit.
Dude, I didn't qualify number 2 until they turned the lights on. I was like 17th.
Yeah,
I was sitting at like mid pack, and then they turned those lights on, and it turned into the sim, and I was fast.
Yeah.
It was great. It was nuts.
You're definitely gonna be going with your
I'm switching.
next.
I'm switching soon. Yeah.
Unknown pilot. Unknown pilot. R119.5.
Oh, get off there.
R626.6.
Yeah, your tune? The ADC filter? That was the ADC filter. Is yours off? Let me see your radio. I don't think I ever checked your guys' stuff on that.
I don't know.
R628.1. R626.3.
That needs to be off. ADC filter.
What is that?
Don't worry about it. Just turn it off.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that'll help my Quick 7.
It'll help everything. Anything that has anything that's running a weird or a modern tune on modern Betaflight needs ADC filter off.
Okay.
R628 flat.
Yep.
R631.
You don't like your 6?
No, I do. But I think I need.
Why?
And bringing this hand up.
Get it just right.
Yeah, dude. Tune is solid. Yeah, I like them. They're a little bit less aggressive compared to karate. And the top end a lot better. Yeah, it feels solid. Yeah, Lamone's generic is pretty good. Lamone's karate is pretty good on that build.
As long as your build is solid.
So that way. As long as your build's solid.
As long as your build is solid, karate's fine. It just doesn't handle bent props very well. That's the only bad thing about it.
I can tell.
R1320.5.
I switched to Lamone's on all mine because Lamone designed this frame. So I figured if he was he probably tuned some of the. Oh goddamn!
What is it? Did I blow you out? I'm on R6. Where you at?
I'm on R1.
Luckily, we got.
I only got quads on R6.
Do you know where you went?
Yeah, I'm over there somewhere. I've got video, and then I probably fly back.
You good?
I think so. I disarmed right away. I just didn't know what was going on. Oh fuck! Goddamn. Yeah, I'll come back so you can plug it again.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead and plug in. Who's that? Was that one dude that shows up sometimes? Can't remember his.
What is it?
Dude, they used to drive the Porsche.
Oh. Somebody bought this car. Oh yeah. Here last time.
Yeah, I'm just moving this pack up. Oh wait, fly that one? Yeah.
Oh, do you want to fly?
Is that what you're saying? What are you saying?
I was going to love it if you fly here.
Unknown pilot.
What?
That's arm just like push. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't had a chance.
R6430.3. R837.1.
Oh, it's better than the other one.
Yeah. What is your roll rate?
You're like 470. I can't start my rate.
There's no way this is 470.
R632.6.
Yeah.
R837.2. R629.6. R828.1. R626.9. R827.6. R626.4.
What's up? How you doing? Yeah. Get your radio and stuff? Do you have a radio yet or?
Oh, the Asian deer.
Yeah, I got mid-aired on the very first one.
Is that what happened?
And the bits, you can't really tell. It's hard to tell what happened. It looks like I just like fell out of the air. But the bits was like one of the bottom half guys, and that very first turn was a hairpin. So I was like already through the gate and starting my turn in, and bits just like rocketed through the gate, blowing the turn all the way out, and smacked into me and threw like tossed my quads into the woods. Yeah, the woods was like maybe 50 yards away from the fucking gate, but he like full throttle just screamed into my quad. It was good. There were, I think your quad. I don't think your rate is what you think it is here.
So you're having this behind you. What receiver are you? Surrender the signal.
This is a fun track.
Alright.
Yeah. I've been watching them. I just didn't. So on the transmitter, do I need a?
So what? You said it's a brand new TX16S.
Yep.
Is it on Open TX or Edge TX?
Open. I'll go look. I have it.
When you turn it on, does it? Yeah.
But that, so yeah, that you have to take hardware and that's plugging it. XTX you can set the route.
Yeah, your rates are default.
R830 flat.
What the? Are you serious? It's weird as shit.
Yeah, I was like, this is a super twitchy 7-inch. What do you want?
Turn them down to 520. I turn them up because my sticks are bigger and my gimbals are longer and I have more resolution in my sticks than what I did in my small. 15.15. Center sensitivity, I think I have mine at 0.7. But if you think the 70 works on
R838.4.
Oh,
I usually have mine close to like.
so one thing that I've been doing with these only is I've been turning yaw way down.
Didn't change. He said something about that too, didn't he? Yeah, turn it down. Like what?
R829.1.
I'm actually running way lower than that. I'm running like 170.
Because you pitch forward so much.
The logic is because you're pitched forward so much all the time on this quad, yaw is really not ever used. And anytime you're using yaw, you are taking power away from two of the motors. So you go slower anytime you accidentally put input in yaw. The lower your yaw is, the only time you ever need yaw to mix in yaw is when you're in a turn. And it's only a hard turn, but it feels really weird when you need it. So maybe the right move is just to like change the center sensitivity to super flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you turn this.
Try it there, and then maybe move this to where you still have it on the ends,
But not so much.
but not in the middle. So then when you need it in a turn, you can get it.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm actually gonna drop it 400.
I'm burning. Great. Yeah. Done.
Oh, you're
R836.2.
Those bits change those arms.
Yeah,
Especially
I know.
with my LEDs.
Yeah.
But I definitely like the way the short flies.
They fly different for sure. Well, I mean, from what everyone's been saying, like anyone that's ever like seen my quad fly or flown my quad has always said it's been faster.
It is. Turns better.
And it turns better. It definitely turns. It feels like a
R828.3.
five.
Because the Jeremy solder joint on his seat, motherfucker's got whiskers everywhere.
Yeah.
Nate told him, said, dude, he said, you need to trim those whiskers. you're gonna burn the motor out. Probably your ESC. How'd that work? Your antenna?
We're talking.
R826.3.
When are you ready? Kill this. Open up. So you bought in training, right?
Yes. It's got primary is LRS. I took your advice.
Yeah.
And then the secondary, I'm going to use some of the models with the
TBS.
TBS, yeah. So like my digital models will go with the TPS in the.
Unknown pilot.
Everyone I've ever won.
Not that all out. Possible. You know what we could do?
I didn't even know there was an SD card down there.
Yeah, there is.
I didn't know that.
Right. You should have come with the real cheap one. Here. I have this ready to be much program. That one's ready to be.
God, look at all these.
Oh, it's terrible.
Did you just buy that car?
Yeah, I traded the Porsche, or I sold the Porsche. That was its replacement.
Gotcha.
Yep. I'd rather get something done if I can get help.
Yeah.
No, I have actually 4 drones total. They're 5-inch, and then these 2, and then there's another little 3-inch at home. I accidentally stretched the wires too far, pulled one of the wires out of the motor. So now I gotta replace all the motors. You can't buy the motor anymore.
Yeah, I've run into that a few times.
That was my dumb fault.
I had like 3 motors, one type, and I've killed one.
No, I'm getting closer to getting things sorted out.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of time, man. Especially when you first get in. It took me a couple months to have my first drone fully good.
Yeah, and then you're buying. I try to buy at least 3 batteries at a time, and I haven't had a job in almost 2 years, so.
Yeah, well, you gotta be
You
careful.
can only stretch so far,
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I just bought this boat about 2 weeks ago, and I mean, I had to set up a new model and everything. Luckily, ELRS is a bound phrase, and I updated my ELRS bound phrase, and it's down to my clock.
Yep.
Yeah,
Especially
I love it.
once you get it going, it's really easy to maintain. It's just sometimes getting it going.
Yeah. Putting it in. Yeah, wire. Oh shit!
I got one.
I know I
You have one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know I have one.
I looked at it too.
R658.7.
I pretty much decided that I'm gonna make next year.
Oh no, I need the.
I can't do
I don't have a
I'm
slot.
gonna fly my ass off.
I mean like a USB.
Want to read the SD card?
I need to be able to put it in my laptop.
Oh,
I don't have a.
I have a Mac. What do
You
you
do?
need it for?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Data
that
play?
works. I just need a way to put something on this.
Here.
R629.7.
Oh.
I did the same thing. So I don't have my Mac.
How's everything else been?
You need to get off the throttle on that turn.
I'm trying to. I had to move all my shit out of my ex-wife's house, so
Yeah.
that's been taken up with.
You guys get along?
R629.3.
Yeah,
That's good.
we just drifted apart, man.
Okay, you're on HTX.
It
So to
happens.
just so you know how to do it next time.
I know how to do that part.
Oh, you know how to do this?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, firmware bootloader mode. You're on HTX 271.
R6 28.3.
I don't remember what version I'm on. On 284.
R6 32.4.
No, going.
R6 32.3.
Yeah, I got full value out of my portion.
Even with the smoke.
Did you say Kaplan? Yeah, it was that one day, but I know what that was. They're notorious for doing that. There's a valve in there that they stick. Over time, they'll start sticking. All you gotta do is take it out, but to take it out, you have to pull the intake manifold completely off the fucking car.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a mid-engine car, so it's not easy at all to do. So I had it advertised for $25,000. Guy came out, bam, $25,000. He tried to lean on me a little bit, get me to budge. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna budge. It's $25,000. You either want the car or you don't. And yeah, he snagged it up. Yeah, I was real happy. I drove it for a year, and the only thing I really did to the car is I had that special coating put on the paint. Ceramic. I paid $700 to get that done.
That's not a bad price.
No, I have a guy on parts out here that does it.
Did you do Mercedes?
No, he hadn't done that one yet. I'm gonna get that hopefully this winter. He says he just covered up to mess with it right now. So I'll get it later in the winter. I love that car, man.
There's really no reason to update it. Yeah, starts running into a weird issue.
I just made it update the car.
Yeah, like if you, I honestly don't even know if I still use. Yeah, but like the actual radio firmware.
Yeah.
There's almost no reason. How do you format a
I always format it on the dog.
R6 304.6.
Right click somewhere. Can you go into where the files are on?
R6 27.5.
never had it on. Here, you throw it in my goggles.
R620.8.
I don't want to take up all of y'all's time. I mean, I know this is one day y'all have to fly, so
Yeah.
I just need to know the next steps, I guess. What I should.
Gonna let you stay. I'm just gonna try and drag it off.
R626.1. R628.5.
Yeah, this is very nice.
R626.9. R632.8.
What if mine had? No, I was just thinking, I have my computer. I wonder if it has a card reader.
I mean, most Windows laptops don't. No. This is like the second you try to do anything technical with an app.
That's why I've always been, Windows based, Android based.
I was until I started like now my school's like all that,
Yeah.
which is fine. I like it.
I just had to buy my daughter an iPhone for that reason.
I like my Mac for
Schooling.
For doing like anytime I need to type
Yeah.
or do anything creative. Like if I'm needing to do like video editing or anything, the Mac is a beautiful, wonderful machine. Second that I need to do anything else.
Yeah. I just have steered away from it for that reason. Now, my daughter, I just had to buy her a new one.
Yeah.
Which sucks because last fall I had bought her like a new Galaxy tablet, all this other shit. Now I gotta buy her a Mac.
Come on.
Remember that video?
Yeah.
The Vine?
Yeah.
Damn, Daniel.
Hey, drop your Venmo or whatever, and you guys got my PayPal. How much do we owe you?
I don't know about your PayPal.
$13. Oh, we've been sending money back
Oh,
and forth
shit.
to people. You paid me on PayPal, I paid you on PayPal.
Oh, the lock was locked.
Yeah.
It'll let you see the files that are on there, right?
Check the time out.
Anybody else send you any money, Justin, for that shit?
On.
Corey. What?
I seen you not to stay like this flying model. Anybody? Yep. No, I know they have them, and I'm thinking about buying one because I've got a 90-inch.
I don't have. What's your email?
I've got 90-inch
WH.
profiles. I'll switch. I don't have.
I've never ran them.
I mean, I got a Spectrum fix too, but I want to get away from it. I like this a lot better. There's a lot more mixing that you can do with them.
I got the Boxer.
I almost bought the Boxer because it's small. I like that. The small platform of it. Fancy. That's nice. That's the one I was even looking at.
And your Porsche, you can race it. C8.
Or what?
Honestly.
Yeah, I like the size of it. I would dig that. Yeah. 'Cause I lean my hands on it a lot when I fly, you know. And
I just started pinching a set.
oh, really? Yeah, because I've always, even on my airplane stuff, I've always been.
Oh, man, he's new.
I know a lot of fast people thumb, but I'm not that fast.
Thank you.
Weren't expensive at all.
When you go to bling them out.
Now the gimbals, I thought I was buying the upgraded gimbal.
I want
I think I'm gonna have to get that.
I like the weight of them. They feel nice.
Yeah.
They really, I don't know.
Unknown pilot.
They feel better. Yeah, they feel so much better.
I think of it kind of like having like a high-end car.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a truck steering wheel or if you have a Ferrari steering wheel, the Ferrari's gonna obviously be a lot better.
Interact
Feel everything.
and the less things that make you uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. I know Stu was pretty comfortable sitting right here with his body.
RA 30.6.
Okay.
Yeah, you're flying. I mean, you could beat every one of those guys. I think there was a couple hiccups that obviously can't avoid that. Yeah.
So the only thing I think I could have done differently is I should have tried to figure out better solutions earlier for
RA 28.8.
like, yeah, I crank my batteries down and I've got battery things. I've had a lot of issues with batteries. I don't know if it's a strap or if I need to get.
So, do you have a little thing you talking?
RA27 flat.
Do you have internal SLS? I don't know how to do it. That's extra. Is it in radio setup?
Model.
Wait, on that one? Copy. As it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here. Multi.
Oh, that was.
Oh, that's okay.
RA57.4.
That hold it down. There you go.
It did okay, but like.
How many you got?
What Velcro?
3M.
Yeah, that's a usually an hardly pull off.
Yeah, I need to get that still. Velcro.
Yeah, I use the race version.
Yeah.
Which maybe the black one would work better, but
Well, you're welcome to it.
the only reason I use the other one's because
Check your PayPal, make sure you get sent. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I see it.
I don't think
Transaction.
this has internal express load.
Yep.
They shipped it with a version of the firmware that doesn't have.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you.
Reading the note? I like that note.
Oh.
Alright, next. RS.
Ah. Funny.
There's no multi. Yeah, it's not up here. Normally you set it here. Normally it's multi. Like it should say multi SLRS or whatever. It's a version of the firmware that they should.
Go back.
Literally a bare bones, like non-cane. Oh, I put blue.
The only thing I've done too is like practice switching external to internal, set up a timer,
Even if trying not to wants to talk multi-protocol protocol instead of the crossfire. We can't figure it out. The latest NPX, which Marvel has a
Okay.
crossfire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Bardwell's the man to watch.
Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, I downloaded it.
They're long, but very informative.
They are.
I wouldn't even try to follow along. Watch the video all the way through, get an idea of what he's talking about, and try to then like follow along. Then he'll at least know where he's going with it. Be familiar with it.
Yep.
I used to make that same mistake where I would try to do it
As
and
if
I
you
would do
would,
it,
yeah,
I had no idea. But, yeah, I think you're gonna have to update it. Hopefully you but update it to the latest HCX, which is 2.90 right now. It's a pretty easy process. You'll have to update the SD card too. Huh?
So format the SD card.
I have that.
If you want to try to update it, you can. I'm just not going to go through that process.
Setting up on shit. Nope, I'm learning that.
Say, I can do it, but Zach had the same fucking problem.
Yeah.
And then he like came over to my house like the same way. And he's like, it'll just take you a few minutes, but it's gonna take me hours. I was like, all right, man, whatever. You're gonna watch the process then. He watched me 4 hours, bang my head into the fucking wall until I fixed it. And I was like, here you go. That's what it looks like.
Well, that's pretty much where I'm at with it, the whole thing. Honestly, the move has been what's keeping me from really doing it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do this.
For sure, yeah. I totally understand it's a very frustrating process because I've done it for so long.
Me too.
See, I did.
It's rough.
This is my 4th transfer.
Unknown pilot.
After this, we can start the round. So if you guys want to just run it backwards,
We can, I don't care.
I don't care your plan. Just get some line in.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter. I just want to look at the times.
I feel like I've got a solid handle on everything. So with the qualifying, the seating, practice, shit like that. Running. That's it's nice. Like just to build the practice, and that's when you actually get it a lot of time. It starts.
Yeah, but the lifetime setup, my issue with lifetime was always that I could not figure out how to get it to work consistently. But if it works consistently now,
Got it working, man.
I don't care to you switch. I'll need you to show me how you do it because I am not familiar with it enough still. I really like for lifetime, especially any software that's like not intuitive like that. I really need to be like handheld through it the first time.
It's honestly, it does.
My problem is that there's so much shit on the screen.
Yes.
Like if I don't know where I'm going,
Tab within tab.
there's so many tabs,
There's
and
too
that
much shit.
fucks with my brain. So if you've got a good handle on it, I'll just need to watch you do it and you explain what you're doing. And I'll have it. You want to just roll into heats actually? For both down? You wanna go up?
Yeah, I got 4 no-age.
I'm gonna switch it over to heats, okay, Sean?
Yeah. How long until you guys are ready?
Minutes. Do I have to like turn practice off?
Mouse charges more than one seat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, practice toggle, racing. Yeah, that's it. Start race.
Hurry up.
Go.
Tilt it. Hurry up. Tilt it.
Yeah, you're gonna have an instant hole shot.
Not right now. I'm still getting used to crap. I'm not trying to blow out turn. Go too fast.
Do you know what this is set up for?
All you do is hit the mark.
But like, will it like instantly drop in, or is it gonna be a countdown? No, or not. I think I hit the button. It says please wait. Oh Jesus, it didn't count down at all.
RA. Madcap underscore FPV 26.9 in first. RA, Drama FPV 31.4 in second. Drama FPV 25 flat in first. Drama FPV 24.3 in first. RA. Madcap underscore FPV 103.8 in second.
No way I was counting all my laps.
Did the lights bother you when you flew?
Oh no, they helped.
They helped?
Like immediately. I was like 17th in calls until they turned the lights on. Like in a second. I was first. Did it not pick up on my left?
RA.
Did it not pick up? It's saying already. Yeah, I missed. I don't know which one. It wasn't.
Yeah. So R6. Weird. I guess you were Art.
I was mad
moving so you can spend more time.
What were the times on there?
You have a lot of stuff.
C Drama. I was C Drama. And you were Madcap.
Yeah, it wasn't picking up.
And then. Oh, it was picking up RA. Hold on a second.
Well,
Yeah,
it's because it's not a sign.
it's got them on R5. That's fine.
So HD0, are those, digital?
I don't have HD0.
Oh,
He
I
does,
thought those were.
No, these are just a analog race version.
Okay.
He's
So
got-
now after that, we go to
he's
schedule.
HD0 currently.
Oh, okay.
And then we go,
Kind of
Yeah,
go down to
that's the new thing.
create next round.
So next year, are you all going to.
Qualifying round, duplicate last round, start by finishing order.
He's
Generate.
digital probably.
Probably gonna switch
I'm not
to
sure. I don't know
Can be
if I
expensive for
afford
me to
it.
switch
It's
to.
expensive.
Yes. Alright, so I need to change these. So I'm on R6.
How's it?
That's
I mean, it's a little bit more
no,
expensive, right?
oh no. So my VTX is $75 per VTX. The camera is $65. So he can get a camera for about $35 for analog and a VTX for about $20.
Gonna keep it cheap right now. There's so many people who switch. We're gonna
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like buying digitals because everybody, but it kind of makes sense why y'all log just standpoint. Well, if you crash, then you're not out on.
Well, so the thing is, digital. The only digital I would advise for racing is HD0. That is the only digital anybody needs to be using racing. People do use DJI, but it stomps on analog and HD0.
So that's why I like the 5-inch that I bought from Sean. I went out and bought a new VTX and camera, the analog. That way I can start flying. And then everything that I fly, like
3,
phone,
5, 6, 1, 4, 8.
you know what I mean?
There's really no reason for anyone, like at the beginning, to be flying.
Currently on race number 1.
To be flying
Open.
digital. Okay,
1 of 1.
Yeah, that much of a difference, honestly.
there isn't. There isn't when you're watching.
Not when you buy quality equipment anymore.
Well, right. So there isn't when you're just watching it, but it's when you go to fly it.
It is that much different.
The latency is substantial.
And with the 90 FPS and HD0, you see a lot more.
When clear, that you could see gates before the antelope. That was my issue with chickens. Before they turned the lights on, I was having trouble knowing what gate I needed to hit. There were so many in my field of view.
That's another thing. It's like I don't understand the pattern. Now I guess when I start trying to sim more, it'll start working itself out. That's what I'm figuring.
Like especially coming because I was like mostly a sim guy initially.
Yeah.
Coming from the sim where like you have perfect clear vision on like 140, like you have super low latency, responsive. You know exactly where you're going. Sometimes there's even a baseline on the screen where you know exactly where.
That's what I'm counting on this winter. Is I'll hit that real hard, and then when I come out in the spring, there'll be enough, at least fly around with it.
So I think what you should do if you're going to practice, planning on doing some sense. You need to talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta keep if you basically gotta.
All right, yeah, we're good for the next one.
Stop.
Did you change something to get better?
All right.
Or one. Yeah, I wasn't picking up. So once you start getting the hang a little bit of the sim, turn your race line.
Yeah, I'll do it obviously because I need to be able to figure out the lines without somebody telling me. Yeah. I get that.
Because I didn't do that until really recently. It held me back. Like I didn't know that was what was holding me back, but like I could fly at a high skill level.
Where'd you have to go to fly? Was that Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What part?
Like.
Okay.
Close.
I got a friend that.
Pretty close.
So I've got minimum time to like 12 seconds. Right, you're not going faster than 12, are you?
No, I think I was at 18.
Okay, that should.
But the issue with that is they're just
Are you killing you at work?
I might need to.
He calls?
Oh yeah.
I would
tune it.
I don't know. I mean, it was picking me up good earlier.
Yeah.
All of us up.
Mr.
Or maybe it may have just missed the.
Right now we're doing. Birds are going in.
Go over to
Florida. And gas off.
Rotor hazard. The other
stupid stuff.
No.
Gas not turned on.
Yeah. That's gotta kill you.
Out, the production house we go to, they leave stuff off all the time. It sucks.
Yeah. It's an easy ride for you though.
Wait so long.
Get paid the same. That's your time.
I had
a little bit more sensitivity.
Oh, I'm sure you do. When I worked for the utility, that's all I mean, I drove for a living, basically. Oh, man, it feels good to stand.
You gotta talk again. So we're at a countdown. Yeah.
Well, I bet that unit wasn't cheap.
What, that?
Yeah. A couple grand?
No, not that expensive.
No?
All up, probably about a grand all up. Like box, this thing, that thing.
Yeah. Those stupid HEI cables. They'll cost you some money.
Yeah. I still had some like in a box.
Yeah.
They don't want to be super nice because it's just a pretty low quality video coming from this to here. So,
Gotcha.
Like I think the highest quality is like 5. Really not that great. Okay, hold on. I gotta get a battery on. Doing that.
Now what is that? Is that a 533 or whatever?
The frame?
Yeah.
I mean 533. Not this frame, yes.
Gotcha.
But it's not a 533 branded frame.
Gotcha.
This one's an open source frame.
That's cool. I'm trying to get my. That's another thing I got to work on. I bought a new control board for my CNC router. Yeah.
That's actually.
Yes, it is. Well, I got to get it up and going though.
Okay.
You're gonna have to give me a little bit of time.
Let me know when you got it.
Not a problem.
Hold on, I gotta get my radio on.
Yeah, I started rewiring it right before the divorce, and then I bought all new cables for it, and I was rewiring it, and then the divorce happened.
Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh. No countdown at all.
Feel the bird 24.7 in first. Kabam 28.9 in second. Tilted 30.6 in third. Feel the bird 20 flat in first. Kabam 26.8 in second. Tilted 25.8 in third. Kabam 27.7 in first. Feel the bird 40.5 in second. Tilted 31.5 in third. Feel the bird 20.4 in first. Kabam 27.2 in second. Feel the bird 21.7 in first. Feel the bird done with a 5-lap 207.5 result. Kabam 25.8 in second. Kabam done with a 5-lap 216.6 result.
Yeah, it's still not,
So it's two tones.
yeah, it isn't, there's a way to get it to count, like do the countdown. Announcer control practice, minutes remaining, starting. Announce check in phonetic name. Announce only tenths. Announce lap time each lap. Announce joker. Announce race information as race number. Announce check-in. Announce countdown minutes remaining. Announce 15-second intervals in the last minute. Announce less than 5 seconds to start. It doesn't do that.
Less than 5. Less than 5.
Solid. Put that tune on this one, and I'll take you to that spot.
And I said, what?
Oopsie. Good shit.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, you still have 3.
Yeah, you only need 3. Well, one of those spots, I would only have 2 because of the way the arm is. I'll reuse that bell. I've got some motors with bad bells. Yeah, better. Oh, there's C. Sucks.
What am I doing?
Wait a bit.
Yeah, I got you.
Whatever it is. What's it called?
You go to presets. Just type in Ivan.
IVAN.
Or, yeah, this one. So Ivan Lamone, generic 500 hertz race.
Okay.
Why did it not save and reboot? Pick. Save and reboot. Wow, that's so weird. I hit that so many times.
So. So. It's. Count. Sorry.
So we're doing
Countdown
5
ticks.
laps.
I'm sorry, delay. Start delay. 5 seconds.
Change the audio. Maybe it's not a countdown to start. Maybe it's countdown number. Maybe. I don't know why that would be different. Is there not a way to check what it's going to say?
Yes.
You hit finish race.
Oh, there's not another round. That's starting.
3, 2,
Sound effect for announcer. It's during practice before the race, or turn that off and see.
three.
It says all of them. Alright.
Yeah, it's like saying 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2. Like it's saying all of the words that it's supposed to say immediately.
You want to do 3 laps or 5 laps? Or...
5 is fine.
Yeah.
As long as it picks up on mine. I've been doing 6.
Got a 6 second.
No, 6 laps.
Countdown. 5 countdown. 0 delay. 22 seconds.
Oh yeah, 1 second. That makes sense.
Well, I did the random start delay.
No, that's fine. You can leave that on. I think that'll be right now. Hit the thing now. Down here at the bottom. I think that.
Oh, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Why would you even give you the option to like make it 0, like
We
0
got it.
seconds?
Alright, give me a second. I need to put props on. I know the system.
That's good.
FPV trackside to be
It is easier. Roger.
We're gonna have to learn to use it.
No, they were talking about letting trackside.
Really?
At Shams, they were talking.
I like that better though. The way it sends the data.
No, they're going to add it to trackside.
Oh. Well, that's
There's enough pushback from the community where people are saying, I'm not unplugging.
oh, it's analog.
That turns my VTX off. Yeah, there was enough pushback, I think, from the community. Some people saying the trackside's just easier. And the only reason, like, the only things that make trackside difficult is multi-GP not allowing them to have access. Because, like, if they would just give,
Then you wouldn't have to worry about the heat.
if they would just give them access to the back end, like to where they can create heats and stuff, then they could just do it. The problem is there isn't an exposed like API software that they can talk to
Because with live
to do
time,
that.
live time, you have to build the race. You can't build it first.
Right, but there's no other software that can do that except for Live. Like the only way to build heats is on the website or in live time, and it's because multi-GP doesn't allow anyone. Because there's not an exposed API. But enough people have said like, hey, trackside's dope. The fact that it just plugs into my event VRX video feeds and I just have like one button in OBS and it handles video and lets me do like instant lap checks. Like that's so much better. Dude, someone was even talking about doing visual, like building in a visual timing system that uses just the event VRX, and you put special markers on the timing gate. So the drone, like you use the video feed from the drone to pick it up when it's going through, physically going through the gate. So you can write software like you can write software that does called OCR, maybe not OCR. I don't remember. It's some piece of software that it's computer vision software that like you can look at it and say that that's the gate based on like all this stuff. But you can do that for lots of gates. You can have unique looking gates. Have certain markers. But you can do split times all through video. It would be pretty dope. It would also mean you don't have to buy anything else. You just have the event.
Get them PPR vaccine episode. Alright, dude, I haven't had time. Everybody in the house has been sick. I haven't over my parents. Everybody's sick. You're a reptile, man. No, we haven't. They're,
I'm not tearing down. Probably.
give me a second. Alright. That one that came. I haven't touched it. All I did was change. Yeah. And like
Well, I mean, that's well, I understand part of it.
Will fail. Shipment. When you got sold.
I don't have my tools. They're right behind your bag. Right on the other side of your backpack. Okay.
5, 4,
Oh, wait, I'm
3,
in the
2,
Alright.
1.
Sorry. You're good.
I didn't know.
Let me stop it. Hold on.
Okay, ready.
Okay. Alright. Ready?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a false start and a half. Gotta wait for the tone.
Oh, I thought it was on fire.
I'm trying to get a leg up over there.
I already left
Feel the bird 22.1 in first. Cab-Am 37.2 in second. Feel the bird 21.3 in first.
Ah!
Feel the bird 19.9 in first. Cab-Am 26.6 in second. Feel the burn 19.3 in first. Cab-Am 26 flat in second. Feel the burn 19.7 in first.
Driving that back.
You can't make it down that first one.
Always hard players.
Lift it. And put a lift kit on your bed. Make it. Get monster truck wheels.
Did you see the one where they put Amish wheels on it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is?
Yeah.
I've seen that shit.
There's so many people that hate him.
Because he's a fucking asshole.
I know.
And he just like destroys trucks for no reason.
He's funny.
He is funny. He's also rich. But yeah, there are a ton of people that hate him. Yeah, they mostly hate him just because they don't have money.
Haters don't hate. Well, you do get kind of pissed when he takes like helicopters and get full birds and like fucking purposely passes them shit. It's like, dude,
I give my left arm for one of those. And
Yeah.
he just, nothing to him.
That's what makes him.
Yeah, him.
Oh, I understand.
All that hate is what gets him views.
Oh, yeah. And then they're in the
Because
comments and all that shit.
There's
I don't know what
yeah,
kind of
they're
money
all
they make.
interacting. Like that's all it is. He needs interaction, and guess what gets him interaction?
And-
People getting pissed that he's blowing shit up.
And they're fucking the ones doing it.
Yeah.
I wonder how much money he makes.
Oh,
On
that-
something like that.
that's a lot.
I'm sure it's a lot. I have no idea though.
Million.
I don't know what his view counts look like.
All that land. Got
Oh
that
yeah,
big
he's got
monster
like
Madcap underscore FPV 416 flat in third. Madcap underscore FPV done with a 1 lap 416 flat
I
result.
mean, you could probably fly inside that garage.
Probably. What how do I go add a new round?
Go to
Schedule, create, choose, recopies.
Great next round. Same feeling possible. Right.
This is why backside's easy. I could do all of that without ever having to change, without changing tabs and with a single button. And the people that want to argue that live time,
You get to least off my yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Don't not use the tilt mode or racing launch mode because it drains battery. Or is it just
a lot of people use it. The only reason I don't use it is because I'm not used to it.
gotcha?
Yeah. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the burn 21.5 in first.
Be clear now, man.
Kabam 29.2 in second. Feel the burn 18.8 in first. Kabam 26.5 in second. Feel the burn 18.2 in first. Feel the burn 19.2 in first. Kabam 28.1 in second. Feel the burn 20.9 in first. Kabam 30.1 in second.
It's over.
Yeah. You didn't get any laps? Technically, you can do. Yeah, once it dongs, you can finish your lap and then land.
Yeah, no, but people were crash out or
Oh, you're
whatever. Don't want to make it out there.
at an 18.2 on that one. Probably get down. I kind of was like,
I'm still getting.
there's like a couple spots that I need to get. Like I need to get on the throttle more for this section, the flag section. I'm hesitant to like get on it super hard because I don't want to smack with the flag and pull it.
Oh, I'm just getting that.
Yeah, when you get, I love when a track has a spot that feels like that, and this one has two. Because this little technical bit right here, when you really, like, when you nail it, it feels amazing. And then the flag section as well, when it's lined up perfectly, it also feels really good. Can I steal some props from somebody? I don't care. I really don't care.
Guess it's five colors.
I don't have my prop.
Good, Daniel.
They're prop tool.
Actually,
Oh, after you update your radio, turn off 80. I turned it off on yours now, preemptively.
But it'll change.
It'll turn back on after you flash it. It's just modern Betaflight doesn't need it on. You can either, if you're using it on planes, like it's a good thing to have for planes, but on quads, you might want to. I usually set it to global off, or there's a way to set it up to be per model. So if you're gonna use that radio for planes,
Global off, yeah, just learned about that.
yeah. So if you're not gonna do that, then, or if you're gonna use it with planes, then I would just set it to where it's per model and then only set it on for your planes. For quads, you don't want it on at all. Betaflight also does the same thing, and when you have both machines trying to correct it, it made.
Are you all flying indoors this year?
We're gonna, if we can figure out a, we can find a venue.
Have a spot.
I mean, I think we probably still have a spot. We just have to get in contact with the dude that, yeah, Max. He's just ghosting everybody. Like he's not talking. He's got a lot of projects going right now, so I'm not surprised that we're getting lost in the weeds. Because he's basically running the entire E-Town Mall. Like that's not even a joke. Like he's like legitimately owns like 3 or 4 shops in the E-Town Mall that are all his business.
That's even a bit.
Yeah. So like I get that he's.
I like to have dollars.
Yeah.
You got 3 or 4 spots in the mall.
Well, so the thing is that, you know,
Oh, yeah, you deserve it, man.
and
That's for damn sure.
that's what we're working on. My wife started here in 2 weeks. And yeah, I feel like fucking good, above average.
on me.
How do you like the radio?
Lucky.
Yeah. Get it?
You already got it. I'm doing it now. One, 8, 6. You're on 6. Okay. I forgot to tick that box. I was making sure it stayed the same. Okay. You guys ready?
I hope to get my CNC back. I can start making money.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the burn 22.6 in first. Kabam 34.3 in second. Feel the burn 18.3 in first. Feel the burn 17.9 in first. Kabam 27 flat in second. Kabam 27.8 in second. Feel the burn 37.5 in first.
Missed a lap again. Oh. Oh, you can do an add manual lap.
Feel the burn 19.9 in first. Kabam 29 flat in second.
I guess there's sensors on each one of those things.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just on the one, just on the timing gear.
Just
Right
the
here.
start one?
Yeah.
How does it know whether you would?
It has because we're all putting out video, right? So it has video receivers, 6 of them, that are all tuned to one channel. And when it sees a blip go across of the radio,
Kabam 31.2 in second. Kabam begin with a 5 lap 229.5 result.
For each channel usually, to figure out like where the actual like threshold crossing is, and it changes all the time. So it's kind of finicky.
Somebody really needs to be in here. Not supposed to have to, or
You shouldn't have to. I built this one by myself, so it's not like super premium. No, and each of it's mostly the fact that the receivers aren't like all the same. Like they're all the exact same model. Like Chinese, Mo. You don't ever know if like one is going to pick up all the channels well, or some of them pick up some channels really well. It's kind of like learning how the hardware works versus different. I've got 2 that I built, and they're but it's not on right now. There was one company that used to make them. They don't make them anymore.
anybody know if there's flying turtles out in Bardstown? That's Okay. Yeah, I'm bidding on. Yeah.
But it's so. I've seen them fly in real life.
Definitely have. Yeah, I know what I'm. But the biggest problem I have, all these new rules, 107 and all these stuff, and I don't want to get into that. So I think I'm gonna back out that aspect, not the $3,000 that's playing, but it's all the other bullshit. You have to get signed off by 2 different pilots. That says you're able to fly per AMA guidelines, which that right there alone is.
Yeah.
I just don't know that I want to go down. Then flying, finding someone is another problem.
I love it.
There's only one that I'm aware of.
Wait, are you talking about?
No. I'm talking about remote control urban jet. No, Bardstown was one, and then over at Radio City down in Indiana, there's one. But Charlie Vesser or the other one won't. They won't let you.
Yeah, Tom Sawyer.
Which is a bunch of bullshit.
So picky. They won't. I tried to ask if we could hire John.
Well, yeah, they'll definitely say. Other than it being close to my house, that's the only reason I want to. Because it's close to my house. They're assholes.
I know they are.
I've been around and around with them son of bitches. Buddy Scott, his father is the one who put in the runway. Paid.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dude,
it's beautiful. They're all assholes.
And yes, they're all dicks.
And we are.
Well, they can't fly, and they're jealous. They're jealous that they can't fly. They can go around and they can do little loops in the air. Like that's the end of it. As far as they can. And if you fly any kind of multi-rotor or anything like that, have any kind of talent whatsoever, you're out. You can forget it. I used to race. Me and Scott, man, we used to race so much hell out there.
You would think that place they put on that.
Man, why is there not just a single split lap fucking button?
Once or twice a year for the children's hospital.
Yeah.
You would think that they're not racing.
They should. That's what me and Scott always fought. Is like for a kid to come up with, basically it's about $120 a year just to fly. You have to have your AMA, and then the dues for a kid was either 45 or like 60 a year, and they have all this money in their pot. Why does a kid need to pay? I can understand AMA for the insurance liability thing. I can get that. But why does the kid need to pay more than like $10 to fly at an airfield that's already paid for? Grass is cut, lawnmowers paid for, everything's paid for, and they have a big pot of money. Why does a child need to? One thing have to do, but a child. And man,
do you have to edit stuff before you finish the race?
Anything phony or little kid playing off of Amazon, and they want to just go out. Yeah, for $100 we want to go out there. Why not? Let them do it. Not hurt anything.
Yeah, anytime I'm like cruising through there, like quickly, it doesn't pick me up. Yeah.
Is it getting our
hole shots?
Yeah.
It just doesn't announce them like FPV Trackside does. I'm sure there's a way to get it to do it, but it's probably buried in a menu.
Oh.
It's fine. Keep fucking with the tuning a little bit. I'm sure there's a way to like actually view the data so you can actually tune it accordingly, but I don't know how to rewind the data either. Well, there's just so many different things, like, and it's not all like it doesn't all talk to each other. I'm sure if you had the immersion RC puck, or not the puck, but the actual like fucking lap RF, I'm sure it's a much easier system, like to set up and configure. But when you're using the rotor hazard with lifetime, like they just don't play nice because that was built to work with the immersion RC lap RF. Lifetime was like, at least FPV lifetime was built around it, so. I think I'm out of packs though.
I've got a chart. Small. Yes.
ESC. That's the one that you just tried to launch that flipped? What ESC? Same brand? Same brand? Oh, it's
Reaper.
don't throw it away. I need a fat off. Oh yeah, set up. What Reaper is that? That's the Ford brand.
I want to take it apart.
Oh, I use the 60 amp or whatever.
Yeah, I got the 60, and then I got a
Reapers.
the 60. I like the way you wire it. It's different. Like the battery.
I like the 60 because I like the idea of having way more overhead.
45, you don't have one.
You can pull all of the amps that a 45 can push pretty easily, but I don't think I've ever pulled more than 100 amps on a 60 or on yeah, I don't think I've ever pulled
JB.
more than 100 amps.
Joshua Barbell.
Might even-
I did that. Done, Daniel?
I have wondered.
Oh, just quick. Let's see. It's downloads. Right here.
Yeah, you gotta watch one.
Oh, I know.
Probably watch it like 10 times.
I know. That's exactly what I. I'm supposed to buy a profile tomorrow.
What?
Oh, yeah. About a 10-inch.
You into airplanes?
I'm into both, yeah. I probably won't do helicopters. Because I'm doing motors and stuff. But airplanes, I still want.
Yeah.
No point. I have them sitting there. Why not fly?
Gotta find the right spot.
Currently up, race number 1. Open. Heat 1 of 1.
Have another, got a 90-inch pitch 540. I'm gonna switch the motor out on that. I'm gonna Nice gas.
Nitro?
No, it's got a nitro motor on it now. Real nice one. But I want to get to where I only what's right. I think I'd rather do gas than nitro. Cheaper.
Yeah.
And that's what kills me about turbines versus
You ready,
gas.
Sean?
Yeah.
Gasoline engine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, scary.
Feel the burn 23.5 in first. Cab-M 36.8 in second. Feel the burn 18.8 in first. Feel the burn 18.3 in first. Cab-M 25.5 in second.
Whoa, let's go!
Feel the burn 18.2 in first.
That was only 4 left. Dang.
Cab-M 27.3 in second. Cab-M 30.5 in second. Cab-M done with a 4 lap 2, 0.1 result.
It is what it is, man. I really wasn't ready for today.
You have one on 14. On your radio master phone.
I just finished putting all these back together.
I see that battery I made. You're using the one I made today?
After.
Yeah, I might have one. I usually have one. You don't have one, do you, Sean?
What?
XT60 male to 30. Yep. Yep. It was not a normal.
What do you need it for? With the one, he's got my goggle battery, but you said you were charging your goggle battery, right? Do you need a? I have one at 65. Okay.
I'm only gonna use it for packs anyways.
You don't have to clean.
Yeah. Okay, my wife said that she wants to be back home at 6:30. It'll probably take me like,
Or 5:30.
well, it takes about an hour. About like 40.
Shit. Well, got about an hour.
Second.
I need to get that charger that you can charge 4 batteries.
I heard bad things about it.
Get another one of these. Yeah, I love that charger. It just only does 2.
Well, if you have 2, you have 4.
Only does 2.
I just heard bad things about the 4-channel one.
Really?
They were saying that it pops a channel pretty, like one of the channels fries easy.
It was pretty cheap.
Yeah, 1C's not great. Most of these packs can handle 2C now.
But it does 4 at a time.
Yeah.
A lot of batteries, they only want you charged for 1.
They can handle. I mean, people that are racing.
4C.
Yeah, they're stacking it up.
They go super hard on the packs.
Try to build the.
No.
Ah.
guys ready? I'll make sure my video on. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the burn 24.5 in first. Kabam 27.7 in second. Tilted 30.7 in third. Feel the burn 21 flat in first. Kabam 25.7 in second. Tilted 26.4 in third.
Damn.
Feel the burn 20.6 in first.
I should.
Tilted 24.1 in second. Feel the burn 18.5 in first.
God damn it. Keep smacking that same flag.
Yeah, I was. You gotta do it. I don't even know if my good.
I got a sub 25.
Feel the burn 35.2 in first. Feel the burn done with a 5 lap 2.0 flat result.
Did I get a sub 25? I'm getting close.
25.7. Was your hot?
Did you run this? Yeah. Electrical tape.
Okay, let's give it a good.
I've been doing that to these.
If you don't, like, if you hit a pack hard or it's like that, smell it. If it smells sweet, it's bad. Do not charge it. It'll catch on fire.
And you can definitely smell it.
You'll know. The first time you smell it, you'll never forget the smell again. It has a very distinctive smell.
You gotta really be fuck out of them to smoke them. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, they'll take a beating for sure. But they're especially like most packs have like a little plate of aluminum, like a really thin piece that wraps all the way around.
gotcha.
So like even if you hit it on the edge, typically you'll just dent the aluminum. It won't puncture the battery.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you hit it on this side, these two sides aren't protected usually.
Gotcha.
So depends how you hit, or like if it's a midair and you get a prop strike into it. That's usually where you see them catch on fire. Is a midair, props cut into the packs, and then I've seen there was multiple drones in the air, like on fire at chance, flying on fire. I mean, you couldn't see it from inside the goggles unless you were like when there was like 2 or 3 different times where there was someone flying, they got into a midair, and they had cut one cell, and that just the one cell was burning, but they were still flying. And they're just like everyone's screaming like, "There's a drone on fire, flying!" It was hilarious.
I was watching. Do you ever watch Mech Wars, where the robots fight each other? It would just happen to be on cable TV the other day, and I was watching it, and that's what happened. This machine, slams down into it, catches the battery on fire, and then this particular machine had two on either side of it had two like flamethrowers that actually did shoot out flames. So whatever was supplying that caught on fire. I mean, this thing is blazing, and it still worked for a while. It was impressive how long it finally died.
Oh man, that sucks. Especially now, like now it's like warmed up.
This is perfect. Glad you guys came out.
I'm glad I actually caught it.
I'm out of packs.
Oh my god, man. I usually get on Friday nights and Saturday morning. That's why I take it.
Oh my god. How old are you?
I'm 48. I'll be 49 in December. I think it had to vitro to get her. We had a 20% chance of getting pregnant. Cost me $15,000 in cash up front. And we got it. And she's
15 grand?
15
For a guess?
for a 20% chance. Well, my wife's sister, my ex-wife was a school teacher. The kids meant everything to her. I didn't want it. The kids meant everything to her, and I was like, well, we can't get it done naturally. Let's see what it's going to cost to get it done artificially. And so we went there, and they said, here's what we can do. We were going to put 3 eggs in, but we were scared because Brandy's family comes from a family that has twins often in the family. So we only chose to put 2 eggs. Full of shit to watch. Just a needle and a little hose, and they look like literally a pump when it goes into the uterus. And I watched it go in. And
On a video?
well, no, actually, it was right in front of us. I mean, I was right there. And I watched the holes go in, and a year later we had a kid. It's completely healthy, smart as shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we got really lucky.
How's she doing with it?
She's been good through it because she was so used to. I used to travel a lot, so I was gone anyways, a lot of the times. So she was used to being gone. So that's all. Hold on. That's actually why I stopped at the top. I'd come in on a Friday night, Saturday, and be typed up, ready to go Sunday. A lot of times, without Sunday, fly wherever I'm going or drive wherever I was going. But not until then.
I'm not gonna be able to. They're like
This weekend.
I don't have anything close to church.
I did it for 5 years.
Yeah, go.
I'm watching your
You
kids
wanna go
grow
up?
up.
Right.
Definitely affected my marriage and my relationship. Oh, we're pretty good. We're pretty good now. My back's been the biggest problem because I can't do shit. I mean, I can't do shit with it. Well, there's nothing you can do. Fortunately, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Generating.
You gonna phone that today?
Okay. Going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The race.
Tilted 28.2 in first. Kabam 28.2 in second. Tilted 23.5 in first. Kabam 27 flat in second. Tilted 24.1 in first. Kabam 27.5 in second. Tilted 24.9 in first. Kabam 26.5 in second.
See how hard that shit was tagging? That last
I was watching you line of sight. I didn't see. Oh, the orange FPV gates flag was up.
Kabam 28 flat in first. Kabam done with a 5 lap 217.4 result.
I broke 24.
Vic.
Oh shit. There you go.
Yep, that's the smell. Education. This is what it smells like.
Not what it, let me smell it. That's just rubber getting hot, isn't it?
Electrolyte is what it is.
Is it?
That's bad memory. No, right here.
Electrolyte. If you were to charge that, it will catch on fire. For sure.
We had a good race going at first, and then my nerves got to me, and I fucking. Actually, it's funny. You pushed me. I broke before. We were like right on top.
It was a neck and neck race until I saw the change. I saw where you started pushing to try to catch up. You started blowing corners out. As soon as you started getting up on the throttle, you blew this corner out, blowing this corner out, and he just kept keeping it tight. That's all it is. Don't move your throttle out. Just keep being tight. Speed in drone racing is not about throttle position. It's about how tight your line is while also maintaining a decent throttle position. Like it took me a while. It took me until
I've
this
watched
year.
you fly, I've noticed that, but you don't change almost at all.
No, it stays the same. My throttle almost never leaves that position. It might dip down a little bit.
You fly what, about first stick, something like that?
Half.
About half.
I'm almost mid stick the whole time on both sticks. And it took me until this year to learn to stop trying to push with the stick. Like,
Get a comfortable speed.
yeah, once you find where your speed is on the track, it's better to just fly at that speed and just try to keep focus as hard as you can on being as tight as you can. And don't celebrate. That was also a hard lesson to learn. Was not to celebrate mid-race.
I know when I heard that 25.
No. And then you blew corners out. As soon as you like let yourself feel anything while drone racing, your heart rate shoots and your fingers start shaking. You have to just fucking ignore everything. I suck at drone racing. I'm so bad at it. Just focus on drone racing the whole time, and then you'll be better at drone racing.
I hope I get there. I feel like I'm better with trying to keep up.
You've improved.
But you guys have the advantage of like me being just like a little bit ahead of you guys and also pushing you guys constantly. I didn't have anyone faster than me. It would have been so valuable to have somebody faster than me.
Oh yeah.
To help
Push you.
To push and to explain.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many things that you just don't understand how to do in drone racing.
Anybody will tell you shit.
Like that guy.
Anyway.
Ryan Francis.
Winston, yeah.
If he would have come more, he would.
Right? Yeah, he's not faster than me, but yeah, he's close. He used to be a lot faster, but he didn't race for a long time. But he still flies professionally all the time, so.
No, he's always doing.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. They're fucking everyone. How long have they had him? This season.
But we ran a lot this season, and we did packs. And
how much did you guys race before we met? Really?
yeah,
A whoop race and a handful of the farm.
We just got.
Beltro was here. Did you guys fly with him?
No, I've never flown with him in real life.
I was flying with him.
Really? I've never flown with him.
He had his crowd out.
Cool.
I was a lot slower at the start of the year. Nowhere. No consistency. Yeah, I remember my first time racing farm. First time.
Yeah, we're getting covered in ticks. Yeah, I got some.
Wait, no.
I'm almost there. I'm gonna go up again.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out. My wife wants me back at 6:30. Probably take me 10 minutes if I'm not packing up the track. Pack up my stuff.
Well, nobody has to wear. I'll take care of it. I'm on call.
Yeah, no one should be pushing their AC or heating
Like this.
tonight. Yeah. I need to go to max.
Yeah, that was really nice going 80 to 40. That really fucked us.
That one's done.
I was full throttle.
Just full throttle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Back there, across the road. I ain't doing it. So recharge your.
Yeah. Well, some They were being
To that right now?
no. I don't charge to that normally. I was only charging to that at Champs.
That track.
No, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. As long as you weren't trying to like gun it. Like if you were, again, if you were flying like you should fly, finding your comfortable speed and flying at that speed, there was no pushing those batteries. Now if you were flying like you were a pro, or like anyone in the upper half of the pro range, yeah, you would for sure need it because the packs just can't.
Now, were you just under pro?
I was
in
flying.
that race?
Mine abnormals, Scorchers times were all mid-range pro times. Like when you compared the numbers at the end, like we would have outcompeted some bottom class, like bottom level pro guys, and been comfortable. Where'd you go?
He's right straight down that bush. I think he's on the ground though.
I don't like.
But the pro guys are like, realistically, the bottom half pro guys are all what am I trying to say? They're all like, there's a lot of them that had the opportunity to fly multiple GQs and like have a home track where they can set up a GQ. And yeah, and they can set up the GQ and just practice it. Whereas my GQ run for this year was me driving 6 hours to Missouri and then putting up my 10 packs immediately. No practice. So I went from driving to cold flying, and I set that time for the GQ, and then I set another one at. I didn't beat that time. I didn't set a faster time than the one I set in Missouri at IO. But yeah, if I had the opportunity to like just sit and run packs, yeah, like this next year we'll have the opportunity to just sit and burn packs on a GQ.
But the downside. Burn. Like the sim point where you're just trying to get the cleanest, fastest spots. Doesn't really do you good.
That's why I'm saying I think next year we need to approach it differently. We need to come up with drills. We need to come up with like some, like other sports. Like other sports have like practice drills, run, like certain things that you get good at, and like that will force you to practice like either specific element designs or certain things that will challenge the way you fly, no matter what your skill level is. We need to figure that out for FPV racing, and do that. I think it's a better strategy. Yeah. But then also part of that should mean we shouldn't even be flying the same track. I think what we should do for next season is set up a track that can be reoriented quickly. So like have like 3 groups of technical elements set up that we can then restring in various ways, and then every single lap changing it, or every single heat swapping the track, so you're never comfortable on just one.
That would be,
because that'll force your brain out of the like comfort, like I'm just flying this track mode, and force you into constant learning mode. I think that'll be good for getting good at a track faster.
yeah.
Because that's where the speed is. The speed is how fast can you get good at this track. Because the faster you're comfortable, the faster you're going to be by the time you finish your qualifying.
Are you guys going to go?
I know. It'll be a minute for mine. I might get one more.
What are you charging at?
3 amp. 2C.
Got him down there?
No.
I'd say that's a good 13.
I wasn't going to drive it. If I wasn't in school and I had like camper or something, I would have.
What do you
Okay, you're both ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I started down that path because I wanted to learn. After I worked with DRL for that last season, I wanted to figure out other ways to bring drone racing into front of people, like audience. I figured the best way to do that would be to get an understanding of how the business world operates in the first, like how entertainment works from a business perspective.
Tilted
To get a feel for
26.9
it.
in first. Kabam
I think there's been a lot of
28.5 in
value
second.
in this pipeline, but it's not really teaching me everything I thought I was going to be learning yet. Maybe it'll come later. I'm still pretty fresh in it. I guess I'm halfway through. Almost halfway. But I'm midway through my sophomore year. But
Tilted 26.3 in first. Kabam 25.8 in second. Tilted 28.7 in first. Kabam 27.8 in second.
You got it now.
Kabam 34.5 in first. Tilted 39.3 in second. Tilted done with a 4-lap 201.3 result.
I crashed.
Okay. He should do.
I crashed.
Yeah, I knew you did.
Yeah, I'm upside down.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like the turn.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That guy over there is a master.
did you hit? Were you on the split S? But did you hit something in the split S? The FPV Gates flag is bent and it like reaches out and grabs you sometimes.
I think the wind keeps hitting you.
It does, but
Yeah.
it's cocked over, so like when it like swoops,
It swoops.
into the thing sometimes.
You got a pack yet?
Yeah, I got one.
I'm gonna be having to buy new packs too.
You really like
Every season.
when you're flying like we've been flying this season, you kind of have to.
Yeah, I would think you would.
Especially when you're only doing it with like 3 or 4 people because you have to charge them so fast. Like you're only gonna get like 3/4 of the cycles if you're hitting them at 2C every time. Now if you can get 2 sets of chargers or have
Right.
4 channels and only be charging at like 1C or 1.5C,
Two's normal.
2 is normal, but you do lose some cycles to doing it at 2C.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that many?
It's probably 75% of the cycles at 2C compared to 1C. So like you'll get
Yeah,
an extra quarter.
Huh.
It'll live like 25% longer.
I've charged them at 2 amps all the time. I didn't know.
Well, 2 amps isn't necessarily 2C.
Yeah, that
2C is your million.
Yeah, these packs.
So this
2C. Yeah, 2 amps of this pack is 2 amps of this pack is. This one's 2.6 would be 2C. Or 2.7.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right now I'm charging it.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
So like when you're sitting out for like an actual race, you might get 2 or 3 charges thrown. don't have to charge your packs. You don't have to charge your packs quick. But then when heats start, then it's
You gotta have them ready,
then you have to be ready.
especially if you're in the loser bracket fighting your way up.
Yes. So then you're charging like 4x. I can go. I gotta put a dock. This says. What says? Okay, ready?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the burn 22 flat in first. Tilted 27.3 in second. Kabam 30.3 in third. Feel the burn 21.7 in first. Kabam 26.8 in second. Feel the burn 18 flat in first. Feel the burn 18.6 in first. Kabam 26.4 in second. Feel the burn 19.6 in first. Kabam 29.6 in second. Kabam 25.6 in second. Kabam done with a 5-lap 2:18.8 result.
Need to get to the 24s, man.
So I think the section that I'm noticing is like going back.
Slow the fuck down.
Just go slower in this
but
section.
you've been flying a lot cleaner.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten cleaner over the day. But like if he wants to get to 24s, that's where he needs to focus. That's that is the section where you'll gain time, the most time. Like, and you probably have a couple of seconds to gain there over the 3 laps or 4 laps or whatever we're doing. You're probably burning a half a second like each lap in just this section. Just like the little tiny sloppy moves, like in this section, and then where you have to throttle up to keep yourself tight in the corner, or where you have like transitioning from high throttle to low throttle and like maneuvering back and forth. Like you definitely are not comfortable moving your throttle stick very much. It seems like you want to keep your throttle stick high or low. You don't seem to like moving it, and you need to get that out of your brain. You need to get it out of your brain that your throttle stick shouldn't move, and move it more. Like your throttle, and by move it more, I don't mean get it up high and keep it high. I mean be going back and forth a lot. Like it's mid throttle and then up and down. And if you're not comfortable at the mid throttle point, then maybe do a throttle cap like 10% or 15%. Bring it down a little bit to where the drone's moving slower, and then see if you're comfortable with the mid stick. But you want to be in the mid stick like most of the time, or you can even adjust your throttle curve and move the mid stick more if you still want to have top end. Either of those might help. But the easiest one to do is just to drop it to like 10 or 15. I don't necessarily recommend that like as a long-term solution, but as a like I keep blowing corners out, I need to slow down, but I can't make myself. Force it in software. Like you can force the drone to go slower.
You ready?
I don't have any more, but you're good. Nice.
Beautiful.
That was RGB cob or?
7.
There you go. Oh, dude. On a switch or on your knob?
Why are some of them? Oh.
I like it.
Yeah. Lots of video.
Now it's my parrot at home.
Oh, nice.
You got a parrot? Not Sean? Yeah. Oh, me too.
I was making sure he wasn't screaming. Pissed I was.
Did you put a cap on?
Huh?
You have a cap on now?
It's 75.
You're at 75% right now? Where?
You did it.
You might want to turn it back up then. If you're already on a cap, then you might want to bring it up some more. I don't know.
I've just been fine. That's just
I used to it. Okay.
But
Okay, just a second. I have to make a new one.
props?
Got tied up in that stuff. Gotta have a grand or better. Oh.
Oh, I got
I guess that it's like HD0 has been coming down on their prices.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, yeah.
1.
That is good. Yeah, he was getting a
and
video.
you got the fucking dude. God damn it, of course. I didn't even know he was fucking filming and I still fucked it up. What?
Yeah, you center punched that ground. I don't know what was going on there.
Tilted 37 flat in first.
How you like the YOLO? Yeah. So Free was actually saying he's transitioned all of his race fleet to low yaw. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but It is really hard, yeah.
Tilted 32.9 in first. Tilted 31.2 in first.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Oh. Ooh.
Everybody's struggling with that.
Tilted 29.6 in first. Tilted done with a 4-lap 2:10.8 result.
Freestyle.
Truck! Ooh!
Oh,
Truck! Oh,
I almost took it out.
holy
You
fuck.
put a scratch on that truck, Mama's gonna have your ass.
Dude, it flies so much better.
Can't get much closer than... With
Doesn't.
what? What change? Just the short arm change or more?
No, it's just the arm change, dude.
Oh, and the ADC filter.
And the filter and the yaw.
Yeah, I did notice a pretty big difference when I dropped my yaw down.
Dude,
Cause like
Fader Flate hooked up on there. real quick?
29 seconds.
Look at my shit.
9 seconds.
no, what was your 5-inch time?
Machine, dude. It's a honking. That's beautiful
It's-
hair dryer.
Yeah, so that's the difference between short arms and long arms.
Oh no shit.
I'd say I've got about 7 to 15 kind of.
It doesn't even look like a 7-inch.
It doesn't. It looks so small.
But it handles.
Where'd you find those lights, man?
How FPV.
You make me. Cause that is.
For RGB cob, I think that's the smallest. But
Yeah.
they make this is the smallest non-RGB cob that you can get. Like thinness, but it's the solid color, like just power.
Now, who is that one of your creations?
It's
Or?
good.
What, the frame? Or
The
it's
frame.
not- I mean, the
Boy.
frame's an open source frame. But,
Okay.
I mean,
I
I
ran the
built the
shit out of
quad, yeah.
That should be good, like 3
13.
files.
What do you want me to do?
Look at my rates.
Your rates?
Hey, I think your race.
And throttle count.
That's right. You're 490.
Touch them if he's-
Your
What's
expo
that
is
See, I don't understand that.
Expo.
I don't really mess with those numbers.
so. I mean, really, all you need to do is look at the geometry of the curve, right? So, like,
Okay.
with the amount of center sensitivity that you've got going on here, like you've got almost it's almost a linear thing, right? The more flat your center sensitivity is, the more linear the line is.
I got you.
So with at 200 like that, you're pretty flat. Like you have almost no.
That's what's messing me up.
I think so. Yeah, I think you need to drop this number. So like as this comes down, you gain more resolution in the middle, because as the stick is traveling through the middle of this curve, you have less rate change, and that means you feel less. It means you get more resolution in the middle, and then when you need it, you can get to the burst. Does that make sense? So I like to keep this number low.
Mine's at 170.
Yeah, I personally keep it low. Now this may not be for you, but just try it around here. I usually do 70.
I might turn mine down right there.
And then let's
dude,
bring.
17's good on that.
Yeah.
Bring the other ones.
I would almost take this to 17. Bring them all the same. And let's bring this up. This will make it more responsive on the edges. So like
And
when
then
you
the
get to the
center,
you'll have more resolution in the
But
center.
you're going to be less sensitive.
Yeah, I'll have more control in the center, but when I need to get it,
Get to the edge.
okay, now throttle.
So I would say try that.
You're at 100% throttle limit right there.
Where? Yeah, throttle limit percent.
Now go to the other
There one on.
Motor, there's motor
Motors.
output.
Yeah, you changed the motor out.
Did I change it there?
Yeah. Think. In one of those screens.
Configuration. To the right. Go down.
They've moved stuff recently.
That's your throttle.
There it is.
Do 85 on that, and then do 85 throttle cap scaled.
Where do you do the scale?
So hit that down to 85. Alright, hit save. Did you save as bids?
Yeah.
Rates. Okay. Now go to rate profile setting. Over here, throttle limit, do 85. And then right over here, do scaling.
So it's like there's no cap. Like, so when I remove it, it goes still the same. Memory, muscle memory.
Yeah, it's going to feel different, but I think mixing those two will have more control because you won't have that 100% motor power. Boom! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then your throttle, you had 100% throttle. If you do the 75 scale, you don't have that max 100% throttle. So that scale, you'll be able to keep the stick up towards the middle.
That's definitely the problem, I think.
Try it out.
Okay, this is my last one, I think.
Yeah, how you doing? It's 4.
Yeah, I gotta burn this pack and I'm gotta go. Gotta start packing it so I can get the other one.
Alright. This.
What? You have another Spec 7?
No, I'm in my other battery.
I kind of want to try to tape this too.
I would. Which GoPro is it?
That's 7 black. Old.
I'm thinking about. I don't know.
What are you at?
Me?
Yeah.
55.
I'm at 45.
Turn on. It is going to feel very different. Just chill the first. Yeah. I have to build it real quick. Hold on. Okay, you guys ready? Video on. All right, starting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit, I think. Oh my god.
Feel the 21.3 in first. Tilted 29.1 in second. Kabam 29.4 in third. Feel the Burn 19.6 in first. Tilted 27.4 in second. Feel the Burn 18.1 in first. Feel the Burn 19.1 in first. Tilted 30.5 in second.
Oh, I turtled it a bunch.
Motor's good?
Yeah, I was turtling like crazy. Then I got stuck in I fell out of the tree. And then I flew it back here, so I didn't have to go out and up. I think I'm going to use turtle mode more often.
Turtle mode's pretty nice.
It is.
Until you start smoking motor.
That was my first time. Yes.
Quad is fine. And it's tuned well. It will probably be fine. Now, if your quad is like tuned to the like utmost degree to be as responsive as possible on pristine props, and your props are fucked up, you will absolutely smoke a motor when you crash and try to turtle. It happens.
Imagine one of your props being way down. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
All this traction I did.
You have to like kind of move the whole hand. Are you still holding the radio up? Like are you holding it like you're thumbing, or are you? Yeah, finding like it, both of them, the outer edge of both sticks. That's why I was saying that I almost want to more natural. Because your hands want to be like this, rotated. Don't want to be natural resting. Yeah, you almost want to be on, but then you have to like radio's not. I don't know. But yeah, the outer edges of the radio are definitely always a problem. So for me, I transition when I'm doing that. My finger come all the way off. I get it off there. I couldn't bring it back when I come to see. That's how I do it. I've seen other people do it different ways. Some people like to get up on top of the radio more, like almost have their hands like I guess they still do the same thing because there's no real way to keep it going. But I've seen people like put their whole thing like all the way on it. I've seen people like have it like all the way wrapped. They have like long fingers. It's not a comfortable way to hold these.
I think it's. I hold like raise my.
How does it go? Like if you were doing a right roll, your finger off.
Sometimes depends on if it's like a real hard one, real fast.
I always think
If it's a real, hybrid.
realistically, I am thumbing with just a little bit of.
Yeah, but it's, so this is what I've got. I got my.
That's why I have this.
So I've got this for fishing, that for throttle. I think.
No MCK.
I like this. I don't know.
I like the way
because
they
I'm holding that one like this, but this one I'm more like that. So I've got my thumb on top of this one. This one.
I don't remember whose these were, but when I bought them because I was hoping that it would not cheap.
I know it's hard to get it to line up. Ah, yeah. I almost got those. That would be. Well, yeah, it's hard to get lined up, but with where mine are, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. I still think they feel fine even when they're not perfectly lined up, but okay. I bought Hypers. Buy some on. The ones that the fucking knives, literal knives, like on top of the. Well, you got some too, right?
What?
Those came. Wait, those came with your AGO ones?
Yeah. Huh? It came in a boxer. Like I bought. It's the upgraded boxer.
Interesting.
All these buttons are metal.
Yeah.
And then the left.
Yeah, my AGO
It's a
ones.
nice radio.
Is a nice radio. My AGO ones came with fucking knives, like straight up fucking dead. Like, dude, they were like blades, like super tall, like maybe half-inch tall fucking knives sitting on top of the fucking things, and they would stab into your thumbs.
Yes, that's what mine came with.
Yeah,
And
they were
when
a
you're
nice-
on the sim grinding.
Oh, my thumbs would bleed.
Yes,
There were multiple times I would come away from a sim session bleeding.
Really grinding on. Do what? Grinding on.
Wait, what sim are y'all flying?
I'm flying Velocity now, but I used to fly nothing but DRL.
I'm starting out on DRL.
Yeah, I can build.
That's what I figured.
Velocidrone's better for 5-inch racing. It just feels right, or at least close. Like DRL's 5-inch racing doesn't feel anywhere close.
It's weird.
It's very weird. Like it feels right in some ways, and then like way wrong in other ways.
I don't want.
Velocidrone
is the closest to real 5-inch racing.
That's pretty cheap to download it or get
It's like
the
$10.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
Well,
cheap.
the Street League's really solid too.
Yeah, they're pretty good all the way around on physics.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, both pilots ready? Yeah. All right, hit the go button.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the flag. It really is reaching out in there.
Cabam 29.4 in first. Tilted 34 flat in second.
Oh. I think that wouldn't turtle. I think you lost something. It may have just been mud, but
Yeah, it was pretty hard hit.
What did that hit?
both. You hit the gate and then the ground.
I think it's hard to really because you're going through that.
Cap M28 flat in first.
Right there. Right on top of each other.
I'm getting used to it. It's definitely better. I can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah.
My thing tonight.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some.
I don't know how many it'll be, but
Yeah.
even if we can just get one or two more, nice. And we really need to find an indoor venue, or at least get in contact with Max again.
Yeah, I can reach out to only one person.
Yeah. You're missing something? Prop?
Oh yeah, he busted a prop.
So I saw something fly off, but I wasn't sure what it was.
It hit this.
Oh, it exploded. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a motor or if it was mud or what came off. I just saw something came off.
Top this battery off. And so those are my HQ props.
I like those green props.
So James is telling us that the HQ props is faster
For the
spec 7.
oh, for the,
Or it flew like shit. HQ. But the short
oh, good.
was great. So I've got like 20, 30 sets of 7 props per.
Cool. Yeah, I might actually need to grab yours. Let me see your card real quick.
Oh yeah, I didn't buy this.
I want to grab yours.
Bought this.
Yeah, you know.
I really bought this.
I would suggest flying Chrissy.
I'm gonna try to.
Those.
I'm gonna try to. I've like I said, I pulled out on that 5-inch bit. I pulled out the digital. I bought new VTX and camera, and I've got it just about ready to solder it onto the board. Right there, almost done. But I was watching this thing, and if I use the test, there's an output you solder to that X. You can change it actually on your train versus changing it on your goggle.
You're talking about the loop.
Yeah. So I was that's what I was working on. I was out how to do it, how to solder all that. But it's almost ready. The other small ones are ready. I just gotta get that train. You said the 5-inch is up to date, so I shouldn't have another change it from digital to analog.
The ELRS was
Yeah.
in there. Up to date.
I thought I remember.
Well, I don't know if there's one that came out here recently. ELRS?
It's close enough.
Like 3.2.
on it.
That will be Michael.
I don't know why mine doesn't fly good. I don't know if it's,
It hasn't.
I don't know if it's
Yeah, Manny.
same motors. It's the same. I mean, other than
And mount your motor. See how it goes.
I didn't put timing going.
Huh?
I had that.
I'm going.